I've been doing email marketing my whole career, and the most frequent question I still get is what subject lines should I use? So I'm going to spend the next 5 to 7 minutes telling you everything there is to know about email subject lines, so I never ever have to answer this question again. I've sent emails for hundreds of brands and analyzed email performance on millions of cumulative sends. So by the end of this video, you will know as much as I do about email subject lines. If you watch until the end, you'll find out my biggest pet peeve when it comes to subject lines and something that I've seen work really well. If you're excited, hit the thumbs up on this video to support me. Please do that for real right now. And let's roll. Remember the preview text. The preview text is as important as the subject line, so never think of the subject line in vacuum. It always comes with its sidekick, the preview text, and if I were to rate the importance of each, it would be 50-50. So as you're brainstorming your subject line, think of the preview text at the same time. Don't sell in the subject line. Remember, the only goal of the subject line and the preview text is for the recipient to open the email. You don't have to tell the whole story in that subject, nor do you have to start selling there. All you need to do is to pique curiosity enough for the person to open the email. And then, of course, to have a great opener in the email itself. Curiosity plus benefit. The most successful subject lines combine an element of curiosity and an element of benefit. Meaning you need to hint at the benefit that you'll be talking about in the email and tickle the reader's curiosity a little bit. Do you want some examples? Pause the video to copy these down. The length. Sometimes I get asked what's the optimal number of characters for a subject line. Honestly, if you're focused on counting the characters, you're doing something wrong. Generally, the rule is the shorter the better. But the most important thing is that both the subject line and the preview text fit in the inbox preview on both desktop and mobile. Go send yourself a test and preview it on your phone. Make sure that you can read all of your subject and enough of the preview text so that the point that you put into them comes across. Numbers. There's a lot of advice out there on including a number in the subject line. We used to go by this advice and it worked 2 or 3 years ago. In all of our recent A/B tests, the subject with the numbers lose to the other, more creative and curiosity-driven subjects without a number. Even when it's about a sale and even when it's 30% off. So curiosity is more important than numbers in the subject lines. Emojis. Emojis in the subject line are a good idea if it's a good fit for your audience and if you don't overdo it. Use emojis sparingly and you'll see good engagement. Avoid spam triggers. There are certain words that are more likely to trigger spam filters than others. And it's not just words, it's punctuation too. For example, using all caps and excessive exclamation points highly increase your chances of landing in the spam box. Spam trigger words include words like sale, free, apply now, and many others. However, using one of them is not a straight sentence to the Azkaban of email. You can use them in the context where they belong if your sender reputation is clean and if you're not emailing a purchased list. I have a whole separate video about spam trigger words and avoiding the spam box. Go watch that for more detail. Clickbait. Using clickbait in subject lines is bad taste for an email marketer, but I'd be a liar if I said that I was never tempted. Clickbait is anything that's almost guaranteed to get you a click because you're playing hard on humans' primary emotions. Here's an example from a direct-to-consumer brand, Adore Me. That first email, congratulations, got me to click. I thought I had won something. But it was just a Cyber Monday email. And the body of the email didn't even connect with the subject. They could have made the effort and told me that because I'm my previous customer or a member of their club, which I am, I'm hearing about the discounts first, or I'm getting a larger discount. But they didn't do any of that. So when the second email came 2 days later, pretending to be a transactional email about an unread message, I already suspected fishy business. And sure enough, it was just another sales email, and again, with no connection to the subject. When you do something like that, sure, you get people to open, but you're losing their trust. In my opinion, that's a big price to pay for a single open. And know that each next time that you do something like that, it will be less and less effective. Prefixes like forward or reply work well for getting someone to open, but unless it's actually relevant to your message and you can make a connection to that in the body of your email, I recommend against it. Email marketing is a marathon, not a sprint, and your subscribers' trust is the most valuable asset that you've got. Use it wisely. Personalization. Obviously, the more personalized your subjects are, the more effective they will be. People respond to things that they recognize. The truth is, you don't always have data to personalize all of your emails. Here are a few examples of times when you do. In your abandoned checkout series. If they've started a checkout, they've given you their first name and you know the names of items in their cart, so you can personalize with either. In post-purchase series, you also have their name and the products that they've purchased. Post-customer review. If your review platform is integrated with your email platform and you're collecting additional data in your review form, then you can personalize your emails with that data. To have more subscriber data at your disposal, use multi-step forms to collect that data at the moment of sign up. For example, after you ask someone for their email address, you can also ask their gender, if it's relevant for your products, and then what kind of product category they prefer. Then, when you send your welcome emails or email campaigns, personalize your emails based on that data. Use sentence case. I kept this one until the end, but it's my biggest pet peeve when it comes to subject lines. Unless you want to come off as a marketer sending marketing message, do not use title capitalization in your subject lines. The point of emails is to be personal, to connect with readers on a personal level. When was the last time that you received a personal email, say from a friend or your mom, and the subject line was written with title capitalization? Never. Personal messages tend to get opened more, so keep your subject lines personal. Here's a bonus tip. A/B test your subject lines to learn what works for your audience. Make sure that you watch my video about the best ways to set up an email A/B test. It should pop in the corner right now. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss new videos that will help your e-commerce business get to the next level. My name is Kasey, and I will see you in the next one.